I did a video, you can see it on TikTok and YouTube, where I showed another woman talking about capitalism and explaining to people that you're not a capitalist unless you own any of the means of production. And it's from this viewpoint of people in the modern era that view capitalism as being evil, and I understand why they do. And I did a video saying, well, what about me? Because I was one of those working class people for the longest time. And I saved my money. And at one point in time, I was able to take the leap and go out and start my own landscape company. And from that moment on, I've been working for myself, whether it be the landscape company that I ran, the trucking company that we have, the social media content that I do that currently pays the bills. I have been working for myself all that time. And therefore, I've been an entrepreneur. I've been a business owner. I've been somebody that owns the means of productions, that controls the means of productions for my company. And for many people, that meant that I went from being A-OK one day to being part of the ruling class the next day. I went from being okay in their minds today to being evil in their minds the next day. And so I'm talking about that in the video, and this person says, working for your own company or owning a small business is fine because that means that you aren't exploiting anyone else in the name of wealth. Then you need to tell that to the far left, my friend. Because I have had, to this day, multiple members of the far left, self-proclaimed communists, tell me that I should give my trucking company to the drivers that work for it. That I shouldn't be allowed to own the trucks that I worked my ass off, saved the money to be able to have, and then spent that money to buy. I should, even though I went out and bought the trucks, I paid thousands of dollars for the trucks. I paid thousands of dollars to license the truck. I'm the one that maintains the truck. I'm the one that puts the fuel, pays for the fuel to go in the truck. Even though all of that is a fact, the drivers should own the trucks and keep all of the money because they're the ones doing the work. You might view me as a small business owner and not a problem, right? You can separate me and Walmart, right? Walmart is this conglomerate or this company, GE or ComEd or ExxonMobil, whatever. Name some fucking corporate giant. You can separate guys like me from them. But the 16 to 25-year-old self-proclaimed Mao-loving communists can't seem to do that. They can't seem to distinguish between some fucking guy who worked 20 fucking years for other people, busting his ass and saving his money, and then took the leap and went out there and started his own business. I've been told I should be lined up against the wall and assassinated because I don't believe in the theory that every single landlord on the planet should be lit on fire. I'm an evil capitalist scumbag in the eyes of those far left-leaning people with Mao as their profile picture, who tell me that even though, once again, I went out and took the fucking risk, I went out and stayed up late at night wondering if my money was going to be lost, putting all of that money and time and effort on the line to start a company, that it should be given to the employees. And I'd love to ask those same communist fuckwits a question about my media company, because my media company, where I make my social media, Old Hippie Media, that is one of the most prolific companies we've ever owned. It's making a ton of money, and it's supporting all of us right now. And there are no workers. It's just me and my wife. So I wonder who I should give the means of production to with those fucking assholes now. You can separate the two. The people who come after me can't. The people like the woman in that video that I was talking about can't. Because I'm a business owner, I'm evil. Period. Because I had a landscape company and I had guys working for me on the landscape company, I exploited them in order to be rich. Fucking rich, yeah. Yeah, I'm really rolling in it. Because I own a truck, because I went out and I spent $25,000 on a semi and another $6,000 to get her all Dyson up and running and repair anything that needed to be done, and another $3,000 to put license plates on the motherfucker, and several more $1,000s to insure the motherfucker. Even though I went out and did all of that, I'm exploiting the driver in that truck, and I should just give that driver that truck. Those are the conversations I have week in and week out.